Welcome to Musician Live. It's your boy again, Daniel, D-Bass. Today I'm going to be answering a few questions that we've got in the comment section. So before I head into the questions, remember to subscribe to the channel, hit your notification bell, like, share, and also like all Musician Live pages. Okay, I'm going to dive in straight into the first question by Fufu Mlungu. It says, "Thank you, my brother, for always breaking down the songs you play, and yes, for the licks also. It's my pleasure, my brother." There's a lick that is played by Kubekan a few seconds plus or minus 6 seconds before the chorus. Okay, Fufu. The licks that I noticed when I went through the song were two that he played, so I wasn't too sure about the 6 plus or minus seconds. I was trying to figure that out, but I'll just break down the two that I got, then I hope it will be helpful. So the first one, the simple one, it's inside the, I think the chorus after the the break, by the when the instruments just play alone. It's like a then it goes that's one I hit where it goes. So if that's one of them, let me just break it down. That one is the easier one. He just moved chromatically from 2 to 7, but before he hit the 7, he hit the flat 6. So he went 6, 2, flat 2, 1, 6 sharp, 7. So slower. One more time slower. Yeah. So I hope that was the one. But if it's not that one, there's one that he does, though he's tuned, I think, on A, like it's not on standard, it's on A. So he was able to get a low 4 after he does. Yeah, I think he was tuned on A flat, so he was able to get the low 4 after hitting that scale. But that scale, I'm gonna show it in a lick, rather. I'm gonna show it in a way that can help you even for just your bass playing. It's like I said, it's the basic pentatonic. So I'm gonna show it maybe starting from the 2. So for me, I'm tuned to B flat, so it's F if you're tuned on it's E if you're tuned on standard, F if you're tuned on B flat, and F sharp if you're tuned on A. So from it's the basic pentatonic going down, which is so he I think started from the second part of it, which is like the 5. Sorry, I think that's why he started and hit the 4. So in terms of the basic pentatonic, what is happening in the articulation there is he slides to the first note, which is the 5. So I'm just gonna show the basic pentatonic articulation that he did, that so you can use it for other songs also. So I'm gonna start on the for 1. I'm gonna start on the 2, but what's gonna replace the 1 is the slide. So I'm going slower. So what makes that thing sound nice is he's not going. No, he's sliding through the notes. So it's almost like the hammer-ons. Again, you haven't seen the lesson on hammer-ons, make sure you check it out. Slower. Again, if you're struggling to get it, just make go through the video a couple of times, make it slower if you can until you catch the concept. So that I hope that answers the question on what Kubekani did. Yes. I'm gonna move on to the next question. Um, the next question is by Design Mlimi. Thanks, man. Keep them coming. Please do a breakdown of "I Will Leave You" by Kayam Tetra featuring Benjamin Dube. Okay, I'm gonna try check it out. I know the song. It has a crazy intro that was played by Baker that includes a lot of code work and technique. I'll try see if I can uh break it down, and if you want the basic structure of the whole song, it's pretty easy. Also check it out and break it down. Yes. I hope I get to do it on my next breakdown on answering questions. I'm gonna sorry Q&A. I'm going to hopefully have answered your question, Design Mulimi, and you are welcome. It's my pleasure to try help all the bass players I can try help improve in terms of skill. And I'm gonna run into the third question by Ntlantla Stole. Wow, that's a lot of slapping, bro. Do you mind sharing the EQ? Sharing the position in which the thumb must hit the string and the EQ settings to produce that fat slap sound. Okay, Atlanta, thank you so much, my brother, and it's a pleasure. The When it comes to slap bass, first of all, I'm gonna talk about the brand of the bass you're using. So depending on the brand of bass you're using, it's either easy or a bit tricky to get the slap going on. Like for me, I'm using the Enribo Music Man Stingray 5. It's an American make, so most American basses are provided with easy EQ for achieving slap. So depending on the bass, I don't know what bass you're using. It could be a Cort, BTB, SGR, Yamaha. uh, you need to first start by getting new strings, because even this one that I'm using now without new strings, the slap sounds funny. And also, um, the basic EQ in terms of slap bass. If a bass is a good bass, if you put all your EQ band at the center, when I say at the center from zero, just take it all the way. That's how my EQ band actually is. The center, my lows, my mids, my highs, and my volume. Then I have a switch here. This switch is for different coils of my pickup. So I use the one at the end. It's the one that's best for my slap. And then also, if you're using like I used to use a Yamaha TRB 105J. The what I did to get a better sound in terms of slap is that I took my action down and my strings. You either do it yourself, or if you can't, you take it to a shop and you just say, I want my action to go down, my strings to go lower, next to the fretboard, and they shouldn't be too high up, so that you have that easy hit. Because what makes the thumb come out is your string hitting the fretboard. And the positioning, you said the positioning. Last time I said it's you hit your thumb next, just just before the beginning of your fretboard. At least for me, that's why I find it's easier to get a clear slap sound. So also depending on the bass that you're using, I said with the TRB, I took my action first down, and then I had my EQ band was my low was just slightly above the half, so it's fat, like you said. And then my mid was at the center. My mid EQ was at the center, and then my highs also were at the center. And then in terms of the pickup balance for the TRB, I think it's a knob that's normally just before the volume. I used to have it just slightly to the right pickup, and then if I buy new strings, I'm able to get a slap sound. And also on the bass amp, if you have your EQ mostly at the center, if you want it to be fatter, you increase your low. You take your low just above half, maybe to somewhere five past half, or 10 if it's really hectic. But if I increase my low, it's normally just up to five past the bass EQ knob. So then I'm sure you'll be able to get a fat slap sound. But the bass you're using is also important. Try find a bass that is able to balance in between slap and the notes. For me, the Music Man works well. I think the TRB should be able to. You should be able to get a decent sound of the slap. On the BTB, I struggled a bit. I actually know I struggled a lot, so I don't know. Unless maybe you can get some gadgets to enhance if you're using a BTB, enhance the highs, and then see if you can get a slap sound. And then also the amp you're using is very important. For me, for right now, what I was using for that slap was a Trace Elliott ELF. I think it's about 80 watts. It's a small amp, but because of the EQ band on my bass and also on the amp itself, I was able to get a decent slap out of it. Yes, I'm gonna run to the next question. I hope that helped, Ntlantla. Oh, actually, I'm out of questions. So yeah, guys, that's the end of the questions. Also, Ntlantla, just one more thing in terms of slap. Also, try if you take your low a bit up. Like now, I'm almost at 10 past half. It becomes a bit it becomes a bit fatter in terms of the presence. It's just that meaning I kept it at the center because I also want to leave a chance for the engineer that's working afterwards to be able to just EQ in terms of how have like a nice EQ range if he wants to change something. All right. I hope that was helpful. Thank you very much. We'll continue to look out for your comments and questions. And remember to subscribe, hit your notification bell, and keep comments, share the videos. Thank you so much, guys.